as a hobby, I'm into photography quite a bit. What I noticed because I went to Lincoln over the weekend is we went on these walks around town, and because I had my camera on me, I was slowing down to take photos of everything, and I was actually embracing what was around me. But if I didn't have my camera, I would probably just have a quick look around everything and zoom off to the next part. So that's what made me start thinking. So I started looking into it, and then I found out it's called slow living, and it's about just certain points of your life, just slow down and embrace what you're living in, rather than rushing, rushing, rushing. Because we're in the information age. Definitely with the stuff we're looking into with alternative, we're always, what's the next thing? What's happening there? What's happening with the war in Russia? What's happening with the next prime minister of England? What's happening with the next president? It's about just slowing down and not necessarily just not looking into them things, but actually just thinking about things for a bit. And then just to add on as well, it made me think what we're actually doing with book club is a good thing because we're reading one book a month and analysing that book and taking our time with it. Whereas I know a lot of people are sort of saying, oh, I've read 600 books this year or 500 books this year, when it's not actually about doing that. It's about just slowing down and embracing what you're doing at that moment.
Yeah, no, that's it. You raised a good point about photography because obviously you gave me our old camera and I've recently got into it as well. And when me and Emma went on holiday, usually when we go places, like we literally just storm through it and say, "Oh, we've done it now." But because I had the camera, it was taking a lot longer because I was taking pictures, and so yeah, you just take in that moment a lot more. And I never thought of it actually until you mentioned it. Like we went to the Acropolis in Lindos, and usually if we went somewhere like that on holiday, we'd probably be in and out within half an hour.
Yeah. That's happened to me and Kate so many times.
Yeah, but this time we went and we were there for about an hour and a half, just because we were taking pictures and so just enjoying the moment a lot more.
Yeah,
it's good way to think because I think a lot of my life I'm always like, right, when's the next thing? Like,
which just breeds anxiety within yourself.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, it comes down to what I've probably said on 7 of the last 10 podcasts that we've done. It comes down to sort of like finding balance. So you do need to rush at certain points in your life, or else you won't get anywhere. You won't progress anywhere. But then at the same time, I think when I was looking into it, someone was saying one of the main things people say when they're on their deathbed and when they're older is things like, "Well, I wish I didn't work so hard. I wish I didn't rush. I wish I'd have slowed down." So I think that's where this slow living sort of evolved from.
Yeah, well, as well when you talk about it, remind me of I don't know if you've seen James May's new thing on Amazon where he goes around Italy.
No, I've heard of it. I've not seen it.
Yeah, basically, I forgot what the phrase is, but there's some phrase in Italian which basically means, I think it means something like enjoy the nicer things in life or something like that. And basically, I only watched the first episode, but from he's trying to find the meaning of it, like the actual meaning. So he's going to all these different places to try and figure it out.
Oh, the whole series is based on this phrase, this quote.
Yeah, based on this phrase. Yeah. So I've only watched the first episode, and he was in like a fishing village, and they went out fishing during the day, and then in the evening, they all sat down and ate the fish and just had like glasses of wine. And from that episode, I think what I got the meaning for that phrase is like to enjoy like the smaller things in life, and just sometimes just it doesn't have to be about progressing up the career ladder or progressing anywhere else in your life. Sometimes your life's fine as it is, and just enjoy that moment.
Yeah, and it comes to gratitude then, doesn't it? And being grateful for what you have already.
Yeah.
Because it's things like I was saying with Kate the other day. I was like, I've not sat down and watched because we watched a movie the other day, and I really enjoyed it. And I was proper into my films for a while, but weeks went past where I hadn't properly sat down and enjoyed a film. And I watched one, and I was like, it just felt so good just to switch off and just sit down and relax and just watch